Well, we're real happy with our win. It was a total team win. I really thought New Mexico State has improved as much as any team we've played so far. I think they're doing a good job getting athletes in there, and they had a lot of playmakers. So, it was a hard-fought game, and it was a very physical game, and just glad to come out on top.
To get a little bit of something from everybody, a little bit of offense, plays on defense, block, kick us down, that's pretty much the recipe for success going forward?
It really is. A lot of people don't understand, but there are 7 teams on special teams, and not only the block punt for a touchdown, but our punting team kicked the ball down inside the 10 or at the 10 3 different times, which gives us great position. Our kickoff team consistently held one of the best kickoff return guys. Our average starting place was the 27-yard line, which is very good. Plus they forced fumbles. We didn't get it, but they fumbled 3 times by us grabbing the ball out. Just didn't bounce our way, but our guys were fighting to do that. And then our punt return team. What happened there is Scott Hardy saved us like 80 yards. There were short punts, and he would come from his position, and where most guys would let it bounce, he would catch the ball. So they didn't get any bounce. So, we had one PAT bounce off, you called it doink. I saw that, which was true. And then we dropped Shane dropped the ball. And there's always things that you have to work on and everything. But overall, all of the special teams did an outstanding job. Offensively, I felt like they kept us in the ball game. Anytime that New Mexico State made a little run or did something positive, caught us on that, that reverse pass, the off came back and answered. I thought Mo had another outstanding game. Not only throwing the football but running the football. I thought the offensive guys had a good plan. I thought it's all in the execution of the plays. Every play really is a good play if everybody executes their responsibilities. Just we call that quarterback draw. We put it in this week because we knew we were going to run the ball a little more against these guys because they play so much man. And we ran it, and it got stopped at the line of scrimmage because we didn't execute. Well, that's not a good call. But then Mo called it in I thought a perfect time when Mo scored. And it just opened up, and we executed, and he had a lead blocker, and Landon and Sapolo, and that's the way football is. When you execute, you usually come out very, very well. We won the turnover battle, stopped them in a key 4th down situation on defense. So I was we have to continue to get better. That's the biggest thing we have to do, and there are things that we found that we're already working on that we have to get better at.
What's the updated status on Alex Sampson?
We don't know for sure. He had an MRI, but it doesn't look good. We think he may have torn his ACL. That's what people are thinking, the medical people are thinking, but we'll get a true assessment when the medical exam comes back. We think Brown is going to be okay, but they both just got through with MRIs.
Expect Sampson to be out for facility regardless?
I would think he is.
And then how would replace him who's his replacement? If he can't go.
Well, you saw right in, you know.
Because it seems like Darius isn't quite right yet either.
Well, Darius got hurt in that he sprained his wrist. He has bruised ribs and he's got a bad foot. So, you know, so he'll be okay. But you know, David came in, did a absolutely great job, and we've known his talent. So I mean, we'll bring guys in there, but.
Looks like Trevor would probably get the shot if Al can't go this week.
Yeah, I think so. He and Darius, and depending on how we work it out with Royce Pollard, and we could move some inside guys outside, but we're not going to do that. You know, at this point, they're playing good inside, know what they're doing, and we have guys outside, and this was sort of an insurance, and you're going to do a good job for us.
You can't decide to see Arizona.
Yeah, he had a sprained knee, and he's got a rehab, and he'll be able to go.
So you're going to take the kickers and shit.
You know, we haven't talked about. Actually, we talk about that tomorrow, and you know, he had kicked 3 PATs, and he's probably our best PAT kicker. And we're just going to have to see. We are.
So if you're going to bring this one kicker, it would be Hannon because he can kick off.
Right. We have to have him to kick off. Right. Right.
He gets hurt kicking, or did he get triple?
No, what it is he hurt a little bit in practice when we were working on our protection, which our protection was, we got it fixed. I mean, it was really sound. On the PAT field goal, but you know, he sort of popped his knee in that, and then after his third kick, it was hurting him, so we just took him out and got the blink or whatever you said on it. That was pretty good.
You know, I guess you changed the personnel and the technique on the section.
Right.
So was the problem one or the other, or was it the combination of both?
Well, we just went to another system and got some that we knew were just, you know, it's 2 seconds of being a tough mother. You know, I mean, it's 2 seconds of giving your life up and fighting. And you know, we made sure that everybody that was in there can do that. And then we interlocked. You know, we went back to interlocking our legs.
Coach, with your wide receivers, fortunately enough, you've got a lot of depth and you've got a lot of experience, guys rotating.
Right.
But how would you gauge your level of concern? Are you not too concerned, or is this something where you and the staff really have to keep an eye on as the season progresses? Because we are only 7 games in.
Right. Well, okay now, but we can't get any more guys hurt. I mean, you know, it worked out good for us because at the first of the year, our backups were getting most of the play. So our backups are really know our offense pretty well. Could even move Clapp outside if we wanted to. He knows it all, and you know, he gives us that utility guy that can go anywhere because he's so smart and knows the offense. But you know, we've got enough guys that can flat run right now.
And the sound and the feel of the Kiwi Dome for your players this week. Other than, is there any way you can get them prepared for that noise and that?
We can practice in Clem Gym.
Which you did.
Yeah, we did the other day. So we sort of got them ready for that. It's like any dome. You know, I coached there a long time ago when I was starting out, and it can get noisy in there, but that's what you have to do when you're on the road is keep the noise down and stay on top of them. And so that's how we'll, you know, because it's a neat facility. I always thought it was a real nice facility.
Coach, to that point, you just mentioned that even the volume down is getting on top of them. Your team is 4-0 this year when you score any points in the first 2 drives of a game. So besides the fact that obviously a good start helps the team out, there's something more to it about whether or not it allows you to do certain things once you get your offense established. It is remarkable that, I mean, when you strike quick, undefeated.
Well, you always want to start that way. You always want to start on top. But when we pull away, that's our philosophy. Is we want to take over the stadium. Because we talk about this Fresno, Louisiana Tech, Utah State last year, that their crowd is going to be honest. They're going to be chanting at us when we go in, and you have to feed off of that. You have to. That's great. That's college atmosphere, and play off of that and use their momentum. And then at a certain point, when you get up on them, they're going to be quiet, and that's what happens. And then hopefully a little later they'll be walking out of the stadium and really be quiet. So that's really our philosophy, and so we don't get all paranoid about noise. We feed off of it.
Speaking of stuff, mothers, who's your stiff arm coach?
He's talking about the bull.
Brian Molina. Who teaches the jazz?
Yeah, well, I don't know. We have a specialist that comes in and works on that martial arts game. No, I'm kidding. Probably Brian Smith. That's who coaches the running backs. But I think.
It's a stiff arm table. Maybe you look at off my weight.
Who are you talking about? Yeah, he's pushing the table away. Yeah, he's looking good.
Is that a technique that you guys are teaching? Because it seems like it's very effective in getting.
Yeah, you always teach a stiff arm. To Rex, and not so much to receivers, but receivers see what's happening. And Joey Asefa I've seen him push a guy all the way down to the ground, and Sterling is doing the thing, but that's something that's something you always teach running backs.
Actually, on show it's off in my head. Maybe it's not a timely question because he's going to be around here for so many more years. But is he going to be a guy, coach, that you're going to have to try to keep his weight down as he starts progressing through the years? Because right now it looks like he's playing at a terrific weight. Is weight going to be an issue in the future with Joey? That you want to keep him down?
No, he's about 47, and the thing is, if he can continue his quickness, as long as he keeps his quickness, then we're going to let him grow. Yeah. And but he's got to continue his quickness and speed. We don't want to turn him into an offensive guard, because he's a talent as a running back, and he's got some movement, and he's grown from a quarterback. So he's just grown naturally and eating and lifting weights and growing up. He's probably, probably 18 years old, 17, 18 years old, but we want him as a running back. I mean, he's got some talent. Both those guys do.
I told him that you thought about making him a linebacker when he first got here.
Oh yeah. We were thinking when we recruited him as a athlete, as a quarterback or a DB. Then he came in at 250, and so then we were wondering, okay, are you a running back or are you a linebacker? And so we had to make the decision, and we thought we'd take a look at him at running back, and then it's, that's the way it's out.
With all that stuff there, are you ever thinking now will you listed a linebacker or Jarrett Leaf?
Well, it could be in the possibility. Jarrett Leaf was all league both ways, and he's getting bigger and looking good. Well, Lister can tackle also. So I mean, that can be a possibility because Joey's a freshman and
you got Will Gregory coming up.
Yeah, Will Gregory is coming up. So we're getting some good young depth of good athletes. We're playing quite a few freshmen right now. So we've got a great group of young guys.